Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, with line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here we go.
To throw on second down. Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Fresh set of downs here.
Green 39. Green 39.
Moore from the gun. He'll throw over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. Back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now Moore looking to throw on second down. He's going to look deep now for Landry. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And oh, he spins past him and into space. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. They run again on first down. Anderson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a third down. Off the fake to Booker and Simeon. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. So that'll back him up 5. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Simeon. And this is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Leopard! Leopard! No. Jack Patriot! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56! 3-19! Leopard! Leopard!
From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. He's got the first, and the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They begin the drive with Williams. Room past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more. The best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that,
he's got the lane, and there he goes. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
They'll run it with Williams. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal from the 5. Maybe a little play action situation coming up. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession. To the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
In motion right comes Green. They'll send Green in motion left. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw on second is Simeon. He spots Henderson open left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Simeon on 3rd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Timmons in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now the second-year man from Syracuse, Riley Dixon, on to punt. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
More now on 1st and 10. And a catch made by Leonte Carew. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Let's go.
Here's Moore operating from the gun. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw is Moore. Throwing on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd down, Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Operating from the gun. Moore. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. DeMarcus Walker. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In his 3rd year now, here's the punter, Matt Darr, to kick this away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And we'll see what he can do on the return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Simeon on 1st down. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here we go. Detroit. Back down in that Philly. Here we go. Watching that bar. Detroit. Detroit. Set. Green, 39. Green, 39. Watching that Barney. Barney.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go now. Green,
Back to the air, Simeon on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Play action. It's Simeon. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Thomas. Denver has the 1st down. The play going for 15 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw, Simeon. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 1st down, it's Simeon. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Go. No. Check. Patriot. Watching that Barney. All right, now look at 56. Gone. Over.
Again, Simeon. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit! No, check. Patriot! Here we go now. Green, 39.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. Hard throw, incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And ready now for 2nd and 9. More now. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Moore. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They run it again with Anderson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Broncos on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go! Blue landed! Blue landed!
From the gun, here's Simeon. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Time running out here on the play clock. From the 50, it's Simeon. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
All right, here we go.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Moore to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. The Dolphins on third down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Now let's go.
Now Moore to throw from his end zone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And caught right side, Green. And he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. 1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun, Simeon. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, it's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. More now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Moore off the play fake. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw is Moore. Off play action. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. The Dolphins on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. Moore. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Here's Anderson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is third down and 12. Simeon. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And a big 32-yard play on third. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Simeon. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Jarvis Bird. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
All right, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Ten yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now Williams. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. The offense on third down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And some space here. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Back there, that Philly. Here we go. Gone.
First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, it's Drake. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Looking to throw on second down. Moore throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They run. Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go.
Now Anderson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Clock ticking as Lynch hurries his guys to the line.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, it's Charles again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Set. Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Watching that Barney.
Anderson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
All right, here we go. Back there in that Philly. Here we go.
Third down now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he powers his way up past the 30. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Second down following the run.
Now let's go. 3-19.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Moore. And his throw is incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a first throw here in overtime. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. The Dolphins on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Moore off the play fake. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Matt Darr now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Green, the tight end, in motion. They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Green, 39. Detroit! Detroit! Watching that body.
Again, Anderson. And some room to roam now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Now let's go. Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now Lynch going to give to Charles. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. Anderson loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Williams. And some room to maneuver. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown. extra special. Not only did